We have successfully done the Palo Alto installation, and you will see I can able to access my Palo Alto from my on my browser as well. Now let me just explain you the connectivity part, how the connectivity is basically. So let me just make some space here. So if you remember what I have done right now, I have installed VMware Workstation, right, on my main system. So let me just explain you how the connectivity is. You can think of this is my main system. So this is my main system, right? On my main system, I am having these adapters, right? I am having my Ethernet NIC card. So this is my Ethernet NIC card. So in your case, maybe this is your Wi-Fi NIC card, or maybe this is your Ethernet NIC card. Okay, doesn't matter. I have this NIC card. This NIC card have a connectivity with my home router like that. So, or what I can do, maybe. Let me just go like that. This NIC card has a connectivity with my home Wi-Fi. This is my home Wi-Fi. Home Wi-Fi or my home router. Okay. Now, so this is the setup. This is my main PC. Now on this main PC, I do have one more thing. I've installed the VMware workstation, right? So let's suppose this is my VMware workstation. I've installed this VMware workstation on my system only, right? This is my VMware workstation. Now, on this VMware workstation, if you have seen, I was having few adapters, right? If you remember, I have here VMNet 0. VMNet 0, we have bridged with your NIC card. Bridged means we have connected this VMNet 0 with your NIC card, basically. This is the bridge option. Okay, this is your bridged option. And after that, we have here VMNet 8 as well. Then we have here VMNet 1 as well. Then we have here VMNet 2 as well. And we have here VMNet 3. Apart from this, we do have VMNet 4, 5, and 6, but these are the adapter, let's suppose we are having, right? Now, what I have done, on my VMware workstation, I have installed the Palo Alto image, right? Let's suppose this is my Palo Alto firewall. So I have installed this Palo Alto firewall here. Now, in your Palo Alto firewall, you will see I am having here interfaces. I have first interface, which is management interface. Then I have Ethernet 1x1 interface. Then I have Ethernet 1x2, Ethernet 1x3, Ethernet 1x4. I'm having these kind of interfaces on my Palo Alto firewall. Then you will see Ethernet 1x5, Ethernet 1x6, Ethernet 1x7, Ethernet 1x8. These kind of interfaces you will get here. If I'll go to into interfaces, you can able to see them. I am having here 9 interfaces, right? Now, and now how I have connected these interfaces, I have connected this management interface or this management interface with VMNet 8 adapter basically. And I have connected my Ethernet interface, this one, with the VMNet 0. I have connected my Ethernet 1x2 interface with the VMNet 1. And I have connected Ethernet 1x3 interface with the VMNet 2, the Ethernet 1 by 2 with the VMNet 1, then Ethernet 1 by 4, I have connected with VMNet 3. These are the virtual connection which I have made basically. Now, if I'll bring this dashboard here, now let's understand this part as well. So, if you will see on my Palo Alto virtual machine, the first interface or first adapter is NAT adapter. NAT adapter is your VMNet 8, guys, because VMNet 8 type we have configured as NAT, right? And this adapter, the first adapter which you will see in your virtual machine is always your management interface. NAT means if your first adapter is NAT, which means we have connected our management interface with VMNet 8. It's the same thing, right? Management interface with VMNet 8. Now, the second adapter. This adapter will always denote your Ethernet 1 by 1 interface. It will always denote Ethernet 1 by 2. This Ethernet 1 by 3. This Ethernet 1 by 4. This one Ethernet 1 by 5. This Ethernet 1 by 6. And this Ethernet 1 by 7. This is how your Palo Alto interface is denoted by the VMware. Now, what is a bridge meaning? If you remember, we have configure VMNet 0 as a bridged, right? Which means we have connected this interface Ethernet 1 by 1 as a with your VMNet 0. Through VMNet 0, it has just got connection with the NIC card, and through NIC card, it will just got the connection with the home Wi-Fi. This is how the virtual connection is made between your Palo Alto Ethernet 1 by 1. Now Ethernet 1 by 2 is denoting VMNet 1, so it has a connectivity with VMNet 1. So this is how your connectivity is basically done for interfaces. And you will see here this interface 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you will see the management interface here in your setup tab. This is your management interface. Okay, this is your management interface. Now, this is how the connectivity is, guys. If you want to see, sorry about that. Let me just, now this is how I have connected my Palo Alto virtual machine with the VMware NIC cards. And this is how I will get the things. Now, if you will remember, now when I will introduce here, let's suppose on my VMware, I will install one more machine here. Let's suppose I have installed here Windows 7 machine as a test PC. Now this machine, what when I will install this machine, I will put this machine on VMNet 0. So I will just got the connectivity of this machine with VMNet 0. On your Palo Alto, this interface Ethernet 1 by 2, I'll configure here Palo Alto Ethernet 1 by 2. I will configure IP address which is 10.1.1.250. And on this machine, Windows 7, I will configure default gateway as 10.1.1.250, which means all the traffic which is initiated by this Windows machine, it will basically go to VMNet 1, then your Palo Alto inside interface, then from inside to it is go to outside, then it will flow like that towards the internet. So that's how your traffic will be flowed. This is how the setup basically we are having for VMware workstation. Now, if you will see, if I'll click on settings here, you can verify these settings. This is management interface. This is outside Ethernet 1 by 1, Ethernet 1 by 2, Ethernet 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, and 1 by 7. This is how my connectivity is. And if you will see these test machines, if I'll open any of these test machines, these machines, they are a part of VMnet 1. VMnet 1 means they will get connected with the inside interface of Palo Alto 5, which is Ethernet 1 by 2, because Ethernet 1 by 2 has a connect with VMnet 1. So that's how the connectivity is, guys, for your NIC cards. Now let me just see. It's the same thing. It's the same diagram basically I have explained. Cool. So if you know, if you remember this connectivity, that is more than enough for you basically. Okay. Now, someone has asked one question here. No, on these interfaces, they don't have any kind of DHCP option enabled. They just come with the none option initially. Okay. Now, this is how the connectivity is. Now, guys, what I will do now, I will start your EVNG installation. How we can install the EVNG in your Palo Alto firewall. So to install the EVNG, what you have to do? You have to go to into main drive, go to into EVNG folder. This folder is also I have shared. So if you go here in this folder, you will get this image, EVNG Community Edition OVA. You will get this particular OVA image. Always, guys, just install this OVA image because this image is very much stable. Basically, it's a very stable image, right? What do you have to download this image? I have already downloaded it. So where it is in my software folder, just get that folder, guys, on my another screen. Okay, so you will see I have already downloaded this E Community Edition OVA image, right? What do you have to do? You have to select and you have to open with VMware Workstation. That's it. Open it. Give any name here. I'll give here Eve test. Import. Just wait here. Now import is going because installation is pretty much easy basically. Just wait here. Just wait here. Import is going on because installation process very easy for EVNG as well. And if you will see, I will give you these steps what you have to do. But download the required software and application. After that, watch these videos. If you want, you can prefer these videos as well. Installation process. Guys, one more step I have forget to tell you. You have to enable the virtualization on your system first. This is the first step. So if I'll go here, how you can enable the virtualization? Once virtualization is enabled, then only you can start installation of your EVNG basically. Virtualization. Just wait here. Otherwise, you will get this kind of error basically. So these are the steps. In Acer laptop, you can install enable like that. On edges, you can go do like that. You have to just enable the virtualization technology on your system from BIOS. That's it. For HP, I'll give you this article as well, so you can refer that article. Okay, and once this is done, you can basically install the EVNG installation directly. Now you will see if test is completed here, right? So what do you have to do? Click on edit. Now guys, here is a trick. Let's suppose in your laptop you are having around 12 GB of RAM. Then give here 10 GB RAM into your eBenji. If you have around 16 GB of RAM, then give at least 14 GB of RAM to your eBenji. If you have around 24 GB RAM, then you can give around 20 GB of RAM. If you have like 64 GB of RAM, then give around whatever you need, like give around 32 GB of RAM for eBenji. So 32 GB is more than enough for doing almost all type of lab. Okay. So what? I'll give here 16 GB because I have a sufficient resource on my system. I can give 32 GB as well. I don't have any issue. So I'll just go with here 16 GB. But if you don't have 16 GB, let's say you just have a 12 GB of RAM. So what in that case, you can just put the values here. 102400. So you can give 10 GB like that. Okay. If you have just 12 GB of RAM. For processor, and always select this option, enable virtualization Intel BTX. Other, if you will not select that option, your EVNG will not come up. You will get here one hard disk of 30 GB. Always you have to click on add here and select hard disk. Select this iSCSI option. Create a new virtual disk. Store a virtual in single file and give at least here around 100 GB or 200 GB, whatever possible. But minimum is 100 GB here. Next, finish. Once you will done with that, go to into adapters. You just have here one adapter. Add here 3 more adapters basically. Add here and add here as well. Now we have here 4 adapters. That is more than sufficient for doing all types of lab. First adapter always set as a net. Second adapter always set a bridge. Third adapter always set as VMNet1. And the next one is always set as a VMNet2. This is how you have to do the adapter setting. Click on OK. Just verify the adapters. They are properly in a proper order, like net, then bridge, then VMNet1, then VMNet2. So if the order will change, then you have to reorder them. Click on OK. Now everything is fine. Just click on power on this machine. Now, so we have just power on this machine. Just wait here. Now you will see EVNG login. You will get the login here. You also get the IP address from DHCP. But so what is the login? Login here, username is root and password is EVE. Hit enter. What is the password? I have entered the password is EVE. And username is root on your CLI. Now type the root password. So I have to type here EVE. You will not able to see, guys. Just type here EVE, hit OK. Type again EVE, hit enter. Put the same name, hit enter. Put the same name, hit enter. What I want a static IP. So just you have to click on arrow. Click on down arrow button on your laptop. Press the space bar. So you will see if when you press the space bar and when you highlight this entry and press the space bar, so your star will come. So you have to put the star in front of static, click on OK. Now put the management IP address. I will put the management IP address here 192.168.137.50. You can put 50. I am going to put here 60. Then 255, 255, 255.0. This is the net mask, and default gateway is 192.168.137.2. You have to use this range only, guys. DNS 8.8.8.8, secondary DNS 4.2.2.2, NTP not required, click on OK. OK. So you have to enter, you have to click enter there basically. Okay. Now you will see emulated virtual machine environment. Now it's just booting up basically. So we have to wait here for some time. Just wait here, guys. So now you will see this particular prompt, guys. So sometime what happens, I'm not sure this issue with my laptop only, but the thing is sometimes this will stuck here basically, because I have seen on my case it will always stuck here, but in your case maybe it will reboot it properly. If it is, this is not the case, what do you have to do? You have to simply go here, power of this machine, right click again, power on this machine. That's it. You have to do this thing and you will see your machine will come up. Just wait here. See, it says just load and it has come back this screen. Now you can log in here, type the password. So guys, when you will go into this black screen, when you click, you have to click on your cursor. It will go inside this. You have to press Control and Alt together. Then only you will able to come out from this that screen. Okay. Root EB. We have got the access now. Now what you have to do, just saying simple thing. Go into your browser and just type HTTP colon. Do not put HTTPS, guys. Just put HTTP only. 192.168.137.60. You will get the login prompt. Now, what is the username here? So username is admin and password is also EBE. What's username is admin, password is EBE. Now you have to select here. You have a two types of console. Always select the native console. Click on sign in. Once you will sign in, you will get this particular prompt. Now in this prompt, what you have to do? So guys, what I will do, let me just minimize my screen. So guys, I will share you this particular file, okay, today. So what do you have to do? Or this file, or there is a one more file, let me just get it. I will forward these files maybe, okay. What you have to do now, you have these files here. So anyone, you can just click on import, go to into your desktop. This is the file type, just select this file, click on upload. Okay, I think this is not the correct file basically. You are getting SD-WAN related stuff. Okay, but we can come into this option in a while, guys. What now? What is the next option you have to do? Now we have to download. There is a one software, WinSCP client software, and you will see that software I have already put it here. Now you have to download this WinSCP software, and you have to download EVNG Windows Client Pack software. Now these software you have to download and you have to install them. Installation is very straightforward. It's just the next process like we used to install any other application, other softwares on your Windows machine. So I will not explain you the installation process of these two software because it's very straightforward. Once you will done with the installation of these softwares, now what you have to do? If I'll again go into my EVNG, let me click on add a new lab. If I'll give the name here Palo Alto lab, click on save. Now you will see I don't have any kind of devices right now on my machine, right? You will see everything is like that only, right? So now you have to remember one thing. On the same EVNG folder, you will see I have put EVNG images. These are the images I have put here. You will get here Palo Alto 9, Palo Alto 10, Windows, then ENT, right? These are the router images. This is your Kali Linux image, Linux tiny core image, Ubuntu Linux image, right? ASA image I have put, and these are the lightweight routers images as well. So you will get all these images here. What I will recommend, guys, because if you will see, all these images are in GIF format with the 7-zip software. These are in RAR format, okay? These are in 7-zip, these are in RAR format. So what I will recommend you guys, you can download these images one by one. Just download one image at a time, guys. Do not download all the images together. I'll recommend always download just one image at a time. And before that, you have to download this bin 7-zip software. You can able to download from that website. Download it, install it, because when you will download these images, they will come into these RAR format, either in 7-zip format. Now you have to unzip them, and when once you will unzip, you have to put like that. You have to put these images like that. If I'll take example of ASA, you have to put ASA proper folder and the image name is virtual.qcow2. If I'll show you the example for Palo Alto images, or let's say router image, you will see Cisco virtual.qcow2. This is the main image basically for router. And for Palo Alto, you have to put like that virtual.qcow2 inside this folder. Palo Alto 10.0 virtual.qcow2, right? To put the images in this format only folder, then image. Do not upload directly these particular files, guys. Do not upload them directly. Just unzip them, put them onto the proper folder. You have to put these folders name. So let's say you are downloading this Palo Alto 10 image, then the folder name should be Palo Alto -10.0.0. And inside this folder, you have to put that kind of image, and everything will be there. Inside this image, you will get everything. Because I have seen people are doing lots of mistakes during this process, basically. You know the software, you have to use 7-zip software. Okay. Now, once you have all these images, what you have to do? Now, how you will upload these images? Because I have all the images, right, on my laptop. Now, how I can upload them? So if you remember, I have mentioned there's a one, I was mentioning one software, this WinSCP software, this one, we will use this software for that. So if I'll type here, WinSCP, because this software already available on my machine. So I'm just opening it. Now you will see you have to click on new site, put the IP address of your VMware. So EVNG 192.168.137.60. Username is root, and password is EVE. Click on login. Update. Now you will get the login prompt here. Now here you have to select that folder where you have downloaded all the images. So this is the folder path. I'll just copy this path on my main system. I'll go here. I'll put the path, click on OK, and I will able to see all the image. This is the my laptop panel, and this is my EVNG panel. Here you have to go to inside root directory in /root. Then you have to go to inside the OPT / then OPT. Then you will get here unit lab. Then you will get here add-ons, OPT unit lab add-ons. Here you will get DIMESys. Just go inside this DIMESys folder and you will see we have a DIMESys one here. Just go here and copy this router 3725 image. This is the first thing you have to do on your environment. As you have seen, I have uploaded this image. So now if you go click on node, you will see I can able to see this image. Click on save. Start this image. I can able to start. It's coming below, even though I can also able to open via secure CRT because I have installed the secure CRT. Maybe in your case it will open in putty. Now what you have to do if these images is not opening? If it is not opening, which means you have not installed this EVNG window client pack software. So you have to install that software, then only you can able to open these images basically. Just remember. And after that, what you have to do, come back to add-ons, just click over there, go inside the chemo. Now all the images we have to put inside the chemo folder. Just go here, as doing software, and you have all the images. So now what are the image you need? You need one AS image. So select one AS image, go down. You need one Palo Alto image. So select your Palo Alto image. You need one Tiny Core Linux image. So select this Tiny Core Linux image. You need one Kali Linux machine. So select this image. You need one router, L2 switch basically. So select this VIOS L2 switch here. And you need one Windows 10. So select here Windows 10 image. Selected, drag and drop. And we are dropping inside the chemo. Now we have to wait for this process until this all the image will gets uploaded into your EVNG. We have to wait basically until this process will complete. See, upload is going on. Now, as you will see, whatever image will complete now, ASA is completed. Now you can able to see the ASA. Just click and add and start. Your ASA is started successfully, and you can also able to open the ASA. So you have to test each and every image one by one basically. Just wait here. Booting will start in a while. See, it has start booting up, which means we are good with that image as well. Let's see. We have ASA, we have router is uploaded because we are able to see in below. Linux is also uploaded. So right now only Kali Linux is uploaded. So you can select the Kali Linux, save, stop this one, not needed. Just test Kali Linux is started or not. Started, double click over there, it will open in your VNC viewer. Now just wait here for some time. Right now you are getting this error, no bootable device, right? Which means this image is upload is not completed yet. It will take around 18 minutes to upload all the necessary images, basically whatever we are having here. Now you can just leave this process keeps running in a background. Let me just delete all of them. So you can select, you can delete it. Now close this lab. So click on close. Close this as well. Click on import. This time just select this one. Let's see. This is for the SD-WAN. This is for SD-WAN. This file you don't need it. Upload. Let me just upload the other one. This one. And you will get this Palo Alto here. Go inside this Palo Alto, you will get all the labs. You will see, you will get all the labs. If I'll go into the demo lab UNL file, you will get these topologies. So you don't need to even create these topologies, right? You will get these topology already created for you. Go back here. So we have all the topologies here now, right? Close it. Even though everything is connected with your cloud, so you don't need to do anything. If you will refer what I have explained, everything will get up and running. Basically, you don't need to modify any NIC cards, nothing. If you have done the left setup or EVNG setup, VMware setup according to my explanation, these labs designed for that setup, you will get the internet through management, you will get the internet through outside, everything you will get basically. Close this lab. Now let's wait for this process to complete. Right now you will see Kali Linux is going on because these are the little bit big images basically. You can always check what are the devices is uploaded so far. In Linux, only Kali Linux is going on right now. You can see the status here. So it is just completed 22%. So guys, just remember one thing. I have seen people is not install that software. This software you need to install actually. EVNG, Bindu, Client Pack Software, and BinSCP. These software are the most critical software. Okay, this software BinSCP we use for transferring the file, and this software we use whatever device we will add. Now we need to open them, right? How we'll open them? Everything is available inside this software. So it's just a combination from multiple software. It has the PuTTY application. It has the Wireshark inbuilt. It has the VNCPH inbuilt. Everything is inbuilt on this one. So if you will install this one, everything is there for you. Even though you can also refer these installation here as well, because I have these are the last batch recording here, so you can refer these recording as well if you want. Let me just put that information on chat, even though I have already shared with you on the group, right? So you can check there as well. Okay, so this process is going on, guys, and this is, so you have to wait for this process to complete. Once this process will complete, you can able to see all your images in your EVNG, guys. Okay, so this is all about today's class, guys. So we have completed two things today: VMware installation, Palo Alto installation, and EVNG installation, right? Now in your next class, I will go with the GCP installation, and I will also explain you some part of this particular, some topics from day 3 basically. Okay.